Damn. Good morning. Once again, recorded 30-40 minutes with no audio. Rest in peace, Shapley. Rest in peace. So, y'all thought I was gonna give up? I'm back. I'm gonna record it again. I was just about to take a shower. The video's finished uploading. But we back, so I wonder what I feel like I had said a lot too. It was like borderline a podcast. So let me go over oh yeah, last night I ate so much toast. You wouldn't believe how much toast I ate last night. It's embarrassing. Y'all ever eat a bunch of toast before bed? Yeah, so I had two with butter, and then I had two with peanut butter, and then I had two in a banana situation, and then I just straight up fucking ate 2 pieces of toast. And yeah, I don't feel great today. Woke up kind of sluggish. Big surprise. All those carbs turning into sugar, making a man crash in his sleep, putting my digestive system to work. I'm okay though, still looking good. Today I have to get my car looked at. I have to do this math lesson and I gotta do both of those before work today. I should probably shower too, but we'll see about that. Made some coffee, gotta make some breakfast, all that good stuff. I hope y'all are doing well. It's a beautiful day. It is currently 9:45 in the morning. I got up, I think 8 solid sleep, not gonna lie, despite all the toast. So yeah, but I am enrolled in a math lesson. I'm trying to become an electrician just to make money without going into large amount of debt. And I figured too it's something that's pretty interesting to me, and I feel like learning about how these systems work and feeling really comfortable with them is gonna help me in my own creative way, I think, and I hope that it's not just gonna become something I dread, I hope that it is a learning experience every day kind of thing. But that's besides the point. Yeah. Spent way too long recording that video. So sad. This is the second time this happened. I recorded it without the microphone. That was the issue. I was just going raw dogging like this. But yeah. So sorry, Shapley. I'm so sorry. But to be fair, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't all that interesting. So we're just gonna do a different town. Boom. Elmont, New York. Take me there. Elmont, an unincorporated hamlet. I've never heard that. I still don't really understand what it means. What is a hamlet? But okay. It's border with the borough of Queens. So wow, okay. Wow, big population. Famous for Belmont Park. Huh, it's a horse racetrack. Huh. Okay. Wow, good for them. Elmont has tried incorporating itself as a village multiple times, but has not been able to. In 1650, Christopher and Thomas Foster purchased a large plot of land. Foster's land was controlled by Dutch settlers. The Fosters intended to raise cattle and sheep on their newly settled land, the Hempstead Plains of Long Island. They named this place Foster's Meadow, a name which would remain for the next 200 years of the village's history. By the mid-17th century, descendants of the Sephardic Jews? I don't know what that is. Exiled? I still don't really understand, but okay. Let me get out of here. And here too. And get out of all these places. Holy smokes. What? Where was I? Where did I go? Did I? Okay. Control of the Dutch colony of New Amsterdam shifted to England in 1664. This marked the first gradual cultural shift in Foster's Meadow, with the establishment of a community of predominantly English Protestant farmers and their families. In 1683, Long Island was divided into 3 counties: Kings, Queens, and Suffolk. Under this new structure, Foster's Meadows was originally part of Queens County. During 1790, George Washington passed through the town while touring to the east on Long Island. The current boundaries of Elmont were decided upon in 1898. At this point, Nassau County was created, leading to conflict over land and monies owed as a result of Elmont's boundary shift from Queens. Okay. It was during the mid-19th century that Foster's Meadows experienced its second cultural shift. There was an influx of Roman Catholic and Ashkenazi Jewish farmers from Brooklyn in the Middle East to the west. These ethnic groups were largely of German and Italian descent, practicing both Roman Catholicism and Judaism. The population of Catholics residing in Foster's Meadows accordingly grew. The Church of the Nativity of our Lord Jesus Christ was built in 1852 during the Wittelsbach dynasty, which is a former Bavarian dynasty. Branches that have ruled territories including the Electorate of Bavaria, Palatinate, Cologne, Holland, Zealand, Sweden, Denmark. Holy moly, what is this? Click. What is this? And the family had 3 of its members elected emperors and kings of the Holy Roman Empire. They ruled over the King of Bavaria, which was created in 1805 and continued to exist until 1918. Okay, so no longer exists. This sounds bad. Like, how you say, like, imperialism of thought, of religious identity. Rededicated, blah, blah, blah. The community underwent its next political reshuffling in 1882, being subdivided into districts with unique names, including Alden Manor and Locustwood. It was at this time that Foster's Meadow was renamed Elmont. In 1902, a syndicate headed by August Belmont Jr. and former Secretary of the Navy William C. Whitney, an American political leader and financier. How are you gonna, what? There's like 2 occupations that like don't really make sense on their own. Like, You're a political leader, which doesn't really, what does it mean, you know? And then you're also a financier. This is giving Nepo baby. High key. Of Puritan stock. Okay, okay. Yeah, man. I mean, look at his build and shit. Like, nah, this is a Nepo baby. He got the monocle, the suit. Like, come on, bro. Whoa. He was the United States Secretary of the Navy. Well, that wasn't mentioned. But okay. Oh, wait, it was mentioned. Oop. Someone just rang my doorbell. And I know what it is. My neighbor trying to get into the building. Because we got like a lock. Happens like, once a week. Always catches me off guard. Belmont Racetrack, arguably the most significant milestone in the development of modern-day Elmont. Okay. Farms were sold. 1905, farms were sold and subdivided for houses. Most of the new homes were owned by people who worked at the Belmont Racetrack. Many businesses were formed on the Hempstead Turnpike to support the blooming suburban location. By 1915, the racetrack was opened to the public, attracting both visitors and migrant workers to the area. Housing developments and businesses grew in the area surrounding the racetrack to meet the needs of these workers. This process of development to meet the workers' needs continued in successive waves, ultimately representing a shift in Elmont from rural farmland to suburbia. In 1910, Belmont Racetrack hosted the first air race ever in the United States. I mean, was there one prior? There's no way that there was one before, like in like a different country. They specify in the United States, but I feel like it might have just been the first air race ever. Wilbur and Orville Wright? You talking about the freaking popcorn guy? Oh, wait. The Wright brothers, duh. Staged an international aerial competition at Belmont Park that drew 150,000 spectators. The race ran from Belmont Park to the Statue of Liberty and back to Belmont Park. That's fire, dude. Oh, imagine being alive in that day. I would have been so hyped. Like, oh my fucking God. I'd be like, what is this world? I'd be like, wow. That's awesome. In 1918, the United States Postal Service delivered their first intercity airmail service between New York City and Washington, D.C., and Belmont Park was designated as the delivery terminal for New York. Cool. Belmont Park was the site of War Relief Day in 1940 to benefit the American Red Cross, and in 1943 hosted Back the Attack, wherein fans had to buy war bond to gain admission to the track. That's crazy. Bro, if that happened today, like, no way that would happen today, because there would be uproar. Thank God for the internet. Like, holy moly, can you imagine? Like, to get into like a Walmart, like, what if like your Sam's Club subscription, your monthly payment, like 15% of that went to like war bond? And you know what? Like, I bet you it probably does. I bet you 15% of something, like whether you're buying Nestle products or like a Coca-Cola, like some percentage of that purchase is probably going to war. But they were just straight up about it. They were like, "Nah, like you actually need to buy a straight war bond to get in." That's crazy. Total receipts that day were between 25 and 30 million. Bro, what is war bond? Yeah, in simple terms, please. A debt instrument issued by a government as means borrowing money to finance its defense initiatives. Oh my god, that's what I thought. Okay, wow. Belmont, okay, holy moly. After the Second World War, Elmont hosted widespread development of attractive suburban tract homes. Many of these homes were constructed by brick veneer ground story and variations of the Cape Cod style. Boring, particularly around Dutch Broadway on Hempstead Turnpike. Older, smaller, shingled homes clustered near Belmont Park. 2017, today, basically, it's 2025. New York State's Development Corporation issued a request for proposals for a part of the Belmont Park property to redevelop land on the property that would enhance the park and surrounding communities. Yeah, because nobody's watching horse racing today. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't know anybody who's interested in that or cares. And to be honest, it's kind of problematic for a lot of reasons. New York State's Development Corporation, right. On December 19th, 2017, various news reports surfaced indicating that the state of New York had selected the Islanders' bid. A news conference was held confirming these reports, and a deal had been secured. Speakers include NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman. Blah, 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 blah. Failed incorporation attempts. Many attempts to incorporate itself as a village. That's right, we were reading that before. Yo, that's crazy. It's the lowest white population. I've been low-key hyper focusing on like the ethnic composition, because it's just been shocking to me how many times these towns will show like 90 to 100% white. Just, it doesn't indicate anything really beyond the culture or lack thereof. But yeah, it's a little eyebrow raising, you know. Elmont is the second most diverse suburb in New York State. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. 20%. Like, let's go. Population density is about 10 or 9,500 inhabitants per square mile. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what a square mile looks like. Like, I understand the concept of a square mile. It's a mile and a mile and a mile and a mile. But I'm picturing it. I can't really picture a mile. Square mile. Square mile. The fuck? No. Oh my god. It's a square mile, please. This isn't helping. Damn. Like what? Whatever. Majority of people in Elmont were Italian American. They have a railroad, provides race day only passenger service to Belmark from Jamaica. That's probably not Jamaica, but I'm just like, damn. Yeah. House of worship. Whew. Okay. Oh, they got all types of religions. You know, I'm so used to seeing Christian. Got two Muslim, a Hindu church, a Buddhist church, two Hindu churches. Like, let's go. Oh, wow. This is the most stacked list. Rich the Kid. Let's go. I'm trying to look for anyone that I might know. Andy Kaufman. Andy Kaufman, Rich the Kid. Dang. Tell me, can you be DJ Scribble? Huh. DJ Scribble, man.
Get dropped.
Oh. Was that the motherfucking... That was probably just their intro where I got played. I was like, this is clean.
Love you save, cause this is the Flavor Flav right here for my man DJ Scribble and DJ Slinky for the Traffic Jam Report. Brought to you right here by DJ Slinky and DJ Scribble. Alright, so don't dribble and don't get kinky, cause this drop is for you and DJ Slinky. Hey yo Scribble, I love you. Slinky, I love you. Morning Traffic Report, I love you. I love you, I love you, Flavor Flav. Flavor Flav, you've done it again. You've done it again, boy.
Please enter identification. DJSLYNKE DJSKRIBBLE. Please enter difficult identification.
Prepare to tremble.
Here we go.
Let me introduce myself. Let me introduce myself. Let me introduce myself. Let me introduce myself.
My boy can't spell rich.
Give a round of applause to my DJ.
What's your name?
I could just listen to this. I'm gonna cut it off there. That's cool, man. And Andy Kaufman is from Elmont. Motherfucking cool. Pretty diverse community. Like, I'm gonna give it a lot of props. It has a rich history. I mean, I wouldn't say rich. Maybe literally rich. Speaking money. But let's look at some photos. Whoa, dude. Whoa. Talk about a suburbia. My God. Dense. Not a small town at all. I mean, the population was like 36,000. I want to see what the racetrack looks like. Oh, wow. Oh. Isn't it? It's quite fascinating how, you know, an idea or just Yeah, an idea, something like a racetrack, can influence the rest of history in such a dramatic way where it's creating an economy and it's creating like a culture in of itself. And it basically defines this town to this day. So, if you guys have any ideas, definitely do it. Because look, you never know. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. I'm not gonna say it was a miss. It was kind of hit. I definitely learned some things, and I hope that you did too. Like I said, I had recorded like a 40-minute video prior, and so if this one's a little tired or weak, that's on me or OBS. Mostly me though. Wish me luck on my day. Sending love and peace and many good vibes to you, to your family, to your friends. Make sure you step outside and, you know, hug a tree or something. And yeah. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Mwah. Bye 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 bye.